Hello and welcome. Alright, so in this video I'll be showing us how to use button in Dome. The last video we talked about Dome where we used it to change a text. So in this video we are going to be looking at buttons. Now let me take this out. Say button. Okay, so in buttons there is a property called onClick. There's a property called onClick. So let's write something here. Click me. Okay, so I want you to style your own button, make it beautiful. I don't want to add the style here so that you don't get confused, but okay, or we can use CSS to just style it. Okay, color green. Okay, I want the buttons to be very good. Then okay. No. Alright, so this is like a cool button. Okay, so this is just me trying to style the button to look fine. Okay, so now you can do all this thing with Bootstrap. Bootstrap is way easier. You already know how to work with buttons in Bootstrap, but I'm not using Bootstrap. I'm just explaining only JavaScript in this video. So now I want this button that when I click on this button, I want it to show a text or something should happen when I click on this button. So now I'll come to this button. There is a CSS, there is a property of buttons that is called onClick. So I'll say on. So you see different on. You see on blur, on drag, on drop, on focus, on pause, on different on. But what we are looking at is onClick. Now when you are using onClick, you need to add a function to it. So we are going to add a function, and that function will be display. Remember, this is just like a name we are giving to it. Let's remove this. Display. Okay, so this display that we wrote here, is it a function? It's not a function, because a function has to have a this opening and closing bracket, so we add it. So now this is a function. So for it to work, we have to come to our JavaScript and write some code for it to work properly. Now we'll come to our JavaScript, we'll call our function let me write this thing from the beginning. Function. Then what's our function name? Display. Then we open our parenthesis. Now, so inside our function body, we can do a lot of things that we want to do. So we'll come here, that document that we this place that we wrote click me, we'll come here, we'll say documents dot query selector. Dot inner okay, so this is the syntax. Now I want to click on this button to show like a text under, but I need to add the text here. So I'll come down here and I'll add a paragraph. Then I'll say this button has been clicked. This button has been clicked. I don't want this text to show here, but what I want to do now is I'm going to add an ID here. So in this ID, I'll add what, like a message. I'll just put MSG. Then I'll come to my CSS and add some styles to it. Alright, so this is like the text I want to show under. So I'm going to remove this text from here. Now what I want to happen is that if I click on this button, I want a text to display here. Okay, so I'll come to my JavaScript, then I'm going to call that message, remember hash, then write MSG. Sorry, put it in a quotation, hash MSG. Now this is where I write this button has been clicked, so I write this close it. So if I click on this button, Okay, nothing is happening. So let's check what might be wrong. So we'll go back to our HTML. Now we added our ID, which is MSG. Let's check the same MSG here, and then hash, then inner HTML. This button has been clicked. Then we added our function display. Okay, I think maybe this my word is wrong. Okay, still not showing anything. Let's try using inner text instead of inner HTML. Okay, we're still not having anything there. Display function message, click button has been clicked. I'm just trying to debug to see where the issue or where the problem is coming from. Let's write this whole function thing from the scratch. Alright, so now it's working. So when we clicked on this button, see, this button has been clicked. So the issue might be that our syntax was wrong and then we did not do something correctly. That's why it did not work that first time. So this button has been clicked. Now for your assignment, I want you to do something very, very cool. Using this DOM, create a secret message, like put this thing inside a tag, inside like a very cool border, add some messages, then you just like tell the person to click to find out or something. You can link it to another page so that when you click it, it's not just going to remain on that page, it's take that person to the next page, and then when you get to that next page, the message will display. Or if you cannot do all the next page something, you just do something that once the person click it, the person will now see the message that you wrote. Maybe a long message you wrote, and then you can also add a place where the person can add his own comments or something to send to you. So just be creative and do something very nice. Okay, so let's go over it one more time. So I created a button and then I used the onClick function, and then I gave this function a name of display. Remember, you can give it any name, but just make sure it's something that you remember. Then we come to our JavaScript, then I called the function display. Then inside the function body, I added document query selector, inner HTML, and then I said this button has been clicked. Okay, so do yours and show me. See you in the next video.